What is up, everybody? Today we are in Miami or Vice City, and we're going to compare the GTA 6 leaked photos and videos to the real life thing. We're gonna go to Miami Beach, we're gonna go to City of Miami, we're gonna go all around, and based off of what I've seen in the leaked photos and videos, I'm going to compare them to the spots that I know that I am confident is the exact location in real life as it is in the GTA 6 leaked videos and photos. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be able to show you guys the leaked photos and videos. You guys will have to go look for it yourself for reference, because that would put my account at risk and it'll probably get the video taken down and a copyright strike, and I just don't want to deal with all of that. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. All right, our first location is Ocean Drive here in South Beach. This specifically is called Loomis Park, and the one you're most familiar with is obviously Ocean Drive. You can see all of the hotels, the iconic historic hotels. So this is actually featured in GTA 6 according to the leaks. You'll be able to walk along this park similar to Vice City. I mean, it is taking place in Vice City, but you know what I mean, the old one. Obviously with more detail. And now I noticed in the leak that they have city bike. If you notice really closely in the leaks, you'll see that there are some bike stands similar to this one, which leads me to believe maybe you can steal a bike from there, because otherwise you'd have to rent it. And I'm not sure if renting a bike would be a feature in GTA. Maybe it is, and maybe that's the way to do things by the book. And if you steal one, you'll get a star perhaps. But if we move this way, actually gonna cross the grass onto Ocean Drive so you can see. Okay, we are on Ocean Drive. As you can see, it's just a one-way road with a bike lane. That's not how it always used to be. And someone had messaged me that back in 2019, well, they worked here and one of the Rockstar workers came to survey the area. Not sure how accurate that is, but I believe it, which leads me to believe they probably got the old design. I'm not sure if they're gonna go with a current design. This used to be a two-way road. Then it shut down during the pandemic, and afterwards reopened as a one-way, just going southbound, and then this cool bike lane right on the side of it. So maybe they'll have an updated design, and this is what it'll look like in the final game. Here is the map of South Beach. You can see we're over here. Loomis Park is that big patch of grass right between the sand and Ocean Drive, so we're not too far away from the ocean. Hopefully they have every single road here in GTA 6. And this is the main causeway, I-395, that goes over to the mainland city of Miami. So that'll obviously be in the game. There's no other way to get here but a causeway. One thing that I really hope GTA 6 has, you know, it being such a next-gen game, is I hope you can walk into many, if not all, of these hotels here. That'd be pretty cool. I want to show you guys how to get out of South Beach. Just imagine yourself in GTA 6 driving over the I-395, otherwise known as MacArthur Causeway. Obviously not gonna have the same name, but this is exiting South Beach. You guys can see already Port Miami right on our left, or just straight ahead. It'll be on our left as soon as we hit this curve right here. All right, there's Port Miami. As you guys can see, there's the shipping containers way down there. And of course, various cruise ships. Okay, we are entering Port Miami via tunnel. Hopefully you do have the tunnel. There is a bridge you can also take to get to Port Miami. It was the old way before the tunnel was created. So I think they will add the tunnel, but I'm not sure. All right, here we go. This is along I-395, opposite side of where we were coming from, leaving Miami Beach. This is as if you were going to Miami Beach. Just stick on the left side and you'll enter the tunnel to the port. So we're currently underwater right now and should be coming out soon. Okay, we are in Port of Miami. This is an area you will be able to explore in GTA 6. So here we are, Port Miami, cruise ship right ahead of us. You would be able to hopefully get on a cruise ship, maybe not even set sail, but just walk around there. There's plenty to explore. I can see it happening. The shipping containers are just over there. We obviously don't have access to it, but we will in GTA 6. So I'm pretty hyped about that. All right, we came via tunnel and we're leaving via bridge. Check out the Miami skyline. You're gonna see a lot of this in GTA 6. It is beautiful. There's a lot of construction going on right now for more high rises. Our next location is actually just over this bridge. Very close proximity to everything so far that I've shown you, with the exception of one location that I'm gonna go to right after this one. Welcome to Vice City, guys. We are now in downtown Miami. Look at those skyscrapers right behind me. Our next location is just in front of me right now. Our next location is the FPL Amphitheater. This is a small concert venue just outside of Bayside. It is literally right next to it. It is located in a very large park called Bayfront Park. I'm sure it'll be in the game. It is a really cool spot to basically just wander around and catch the skyline views. Really great at night too. So I'm very curious to see how this area will look GTA 6 at night. Just to the side of the amphitheater is Bayside. It is a really popular marketplace with a lot of stores. We're gonna go over there right now so I can show you. I really hope that this is in GTA 6. You guys are gonna see how cool it is. This is a really cool area with a bunch of different small vendors. There's even restaurants here. Hard Rock Cafe is also located here. So just imagine yourself walking through here in GTA 6. A lot of tourists come to this area, sometimes locals. I really truly believe this will be in GTA 6, and if it is, it's gonna be very exciting. This has not been in Miami for a long time, so when they actually started surveying the area for the game, if it was in 2019 or even prior to that, this was under construction or just did not exist. Hopefully they do add it into the game because that would be a nice touch. So I did make a video on this Ferris wheel, so I'm just gonna throw up the little clips of me all the way up there so you guys can see what your view might be from the top in GTA 6. Remember how I said everything is in close proximity? Just to the north of here is the FTX Arena, formerly known as the American Airlines Arena. This is home of the Miami Heat. A lot of concerts go on here. I am sure it is going to be in the game. Obviously, it is a very iconic landmark here, but just wanted to point that out. And of course, while I was flying my drone in the air, we got a shot of the Metromover. I bring that up because that is going to be in GTA 6, according to the leaks. It is going to be a method of transportation in real life. It is a free mode of transportation going through downtown Miami as far as Brickell, which is just across the Miami River to the south of where we are at right now. So really cool that they are adding this into the game. Just to give you some perspective as to where we have been so far, right over here is South Beach. This is where we started the video on Ocean Drive. Over here is Port of Miami. This is where I showed you guys the cruise ships and the shipping containers. And over here is actually where the tunnel is that we took to get to Port of Miami, which is on the highway that takes you to and from Miami Beach. And just panning down, we have Bayside, a lot of cool stores, a lot of cool shops, restaurants, a Ferris wheel. And just next to it is the amphitheater where I told you guys they have small concerts. Before we go to the next location, I'm just gonna leave my camera recording a little bit as I go across Biscayne Boulevard. To our right is FTX Arena. Just picture yourself driving through here in GTA 6. There are a lot of new buildings, very expensive buildings to our left. So it'll be pretty cool if you can own one of the condos here. Can't afford it in real life, so probably can afford it in GTA 6. That would be pretty cool. To our right, we're actually gonna see Frost Museum of Science. I'm not sure if it's in the game, but I did read some of the text in the bits of code that were on the screen. I wouldn't call it code, but text that were on the screen that the developers get to use. And it mentioned museum. Here is the Frost Museum of Science, that entire building right there. So pretty cool if it's in the game. One of the locations that I was very, very surprised to see is Margaret Pace Park. It is not really a major park, I would say. I guess a lot of locals do frequent this park because it is surrounded by skyscrapers, but it is very surprising to see in the game. The reason why I know Margaret Pace Park is in the game is because of that covering right there. You can see it in the leaked footage. And also, if we pan over here, this is Biscayne Bay, so get familiar with it. You're gonna be going on jet skis, boats. I think they even have paddle boats in the game. Here is the Venetian Causeway, the arching bridge you see right there. It is really old. It is a toll bridge in real life, and MacArthur Causeway, where that truck is passing by right there. That is how you get to the Port of Miami Tunnel. That's the bridge we took earlier in the video. So everything is obviously in close proximity, and I think it'll appear that way in the game as well. So this is just a little detour I wanted to take because I didn't realize this park was in the game until literally just a couple of minutes ago. And I said, I'm in the area, so let me go and show you guys Margaret Pace Park. Get familiar. This is going to be in GTA 6, unless of course they scrap it and replace it with something else. But if they're gonna go for the realistic Miami, this park would be in the game. A minor detail is that this road right here curves around these buildings all the way around there, and the park on the left. You can notice that curve in the leaked footage if you go back and see it. All right, we are at the Lone Depot Park. This is home of the Marlins. And we know that it's in the game because these iconic beams that stick out of the stadium are visible in the leaked photos and videos. And this is for when the roof retracts. Sometimes they open it. Right now it is closed, but when they do open it, it'll go along these rails on each side right here. This is in the Little Havana neighborhood of Miami, by the way. And if we pan over here, there's just a lot of parking lots, parking garages for the games, obviously, and some of the events that go on there. I'm not entirely sure what purpose the stadium would serve in the game, and if you can actually go inside, it would be pretty cool if you can go in. They'll probably have some events going on in there, deathmatch with like cars and stuff in multiplayer. But it is a massive stadium with a retractable roof. Hopefully it retracts in the game as well. That would be a nice touch. All right, we're coming up on the spot where in the game, this is where you actually see Lone Depot in the background, but there's also a shootout in one of the leaked videos. I want to show you guys the area so you get a feel for it while we approach that spot. It's a lot of restaurants here. This is called West Flagler Street and West 22nd Avenue in real life. So in the game, there's a shootout going on, I guess like on this street right here. And so the perspective at some point kind of pans this way, and you can immediately see Lone Depot Park, which as you can see, it's not the case in real life. It's about a mile away, so it's not too far, but not as close as the game makes it out to be. It is storming right now. Just gonna head back to my car. But this, by the way, is a trolley stop, which you do see in the game. Whether you can take the trolley in the game, I'm not sure, but that would be a realistic touch to add. One of the more distinct neighborhoods is called Wynwood. It is here in Miami. There's a lot of graffiti, a lot of artwork, a lot of vibrant colors. This is a popular destination with a lot of tourists. Here we have Wynwood Marketplace. A lot of music, a lot of food, quick bites. This is for sure going to be in the game. There's no doubt about it. And I think in one of the scenes where the car is kind of like jumping off of the highway, you can kind of see some graffiti, some artwork on the buildings. And I am most certain that it is Wynwood because I-95 actually is nearby. So I don't doubt it. Check this out. So cool. Can't wait to see it in the game. This right here is Chrome Avenue and Southwest 320th Street for those in the area. Yeah, Homestead. We made it. I'm not from Homestead. For all you people who have not been to Miami-Dade or don't know what Homestead is, it is like the furthest south you can go in the county before you reach like the border of the Florida Keys. And just outside of Homestead is Everglades National Park, which is, I'm assuming, where that airboat is going to be used. You guys seen the airboat in the leaked photos? For some reason, it's at an airport, but the airboats are a thing in the Everglades. There are tour services that offer that kind of attraction, and very cool to see them implement the airboat. And naturally, I believe there's going to be Everglades. So that's going to do it for this video. Make sure you subscribe because as soon as Rockstar starts dropping official content like a trailer or a teaser, then we're going to have a lot more to work with, and I'm going to go ahead and do this video all over again, showing parts that are not in this video because as you guys see, it is in Miami, and it goes as far south as Homestead, and then I think there's North Miami, Miami Beach, a lot of places that I did not cover because you can only see so much in the leaked footage and photos. So be sure to subscribe, hit the bell button so you'll be notified when I do upload, and like the video if you enjoyed it. I think this is a really cool thing. I'm glad it's back in Vice City. I'm glad it's back here in Miami. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the next video.